Hey y'all, coming to you from the Street Rod National South 2012, Knoxville, Tennessee. And I've got a special treat for you today. I'm here as a guest of the NSRA. I want to give a big shout out to the National Street Rod Association for letting me come in here. But we've actually got in on Thursday, and they've got a car that they're going to be giving away in August. And I've got the builder, and I've got the marketing director from the National Street Rod Association. It's going to tell us a little bit about the contest or the giveaway, and also about the car. And of course, you know, being from Tennessee, I love the color of that car. How cool is that? Fellas, how are you?
Doing good. Doing
good. Gentleman on the right here is Jim. He's with the NSRA. Okay. And this is Rusty. He's with the builder company. And that's Paige?
Paige Custom Rods and Restorations in Louisville, Virginia.
Great. Let's start with you, Jim. Tell me a little bit about how can somebody win this car?
Well, what we do is every year we do a turnkey street rod for the Street Rod Nationals in Louisville, Kentucky. First weekend in August. All you have to do is be a registered participant, have a vehicle on the grounds, and we draw a number Saturday afternoon at 3:30, and somebody drives away with a brand new car.
No kidding.
Yes, sir.
So if you've taken a car to the show and you're registered, then you're in for the drawing.
You're eligible. You bet.
Wow. And you've been doing this for how long?
I think this is our 29th or something like that.
Years.
About 29 years we've been giving away cars, and you know, it really is a neat one. And I'll tell you what, this is probably one of the nicest ones we've given away in a while. So it's a beautiful car.
Cool, thanks. Rusty, tell me, you all built the car.
We did.
Tell me a little bit about it. Let's step back and just tell me what year.
It's 32. It's 32 Ford. Bebops did the reproduction body. It's fiberglass body on the car. And what we do, we talk to various part suppliers that are affiliated with the NSRA and some that are just out on their own doing this, and just try to get them to donate parts in exchange for promotional. You know,
I got you.
We talk about their products on their cars. People get to see it on the car. And we started the project, matter of fact, we picked the body up right here at this show from Bebops 1 year ago.
No kidding.
So we started with just a body and frame rails from Barry over here. He's doing the show too. And took it home, or took it to the shop actually.
Right.
Took it to the shop, started getting it put together, and then making our wish list out of what do we need, who do we need to contact, and for the most part, all the vendors were just ready to jump on board with us. The ones that had done it before, they know it's a lot of value in it. They like getting their part out there.
Sure.
They like people seeing it. One little neat feature, the mirrors, even though they're a small part, they won one of the safety awards for the National Street Rod Association last year, because even the driver's mirror is a little bit convex, so you can see a little bit of that blind spot over here.
Okay.
And they were made by Hagen Street Rod.
Oh yeah, I see.
And that's a way some of the vendors can get a new product out, actually get it on a car, let people see it, let them try it out, see how it goes. And we've had a blast building. I mean, everybody in the shop, you know, worked on it, and we're not a big shop. We got a total of 7 folks there, 5 full-time, a couple part-time guys, and we do a lot of customer work also, and we'll do anything from just an oil change. We have some folks that they like hot rods,
right.
They like owning it and driving it, but they don't know how to do anything to them.
Right.
So if they want to do that, you know, they can bring it in for an oil change, front end alignment, just routine maintenance, or we'll build them an entire custom
So
car.
y'all are like a service center for street rods.
Pretty much, yeah.
Let me ask you now, when you do a car like this for the NSRA, who comes up with the concept? Who tells you? They kind of let you do it on your own?
The NSRA picked the car they wanted. They wanted a 32 Ford.
Right.
And once they picked that, we pretty much have a blank canvas at that point to do what we want with it. A few items they may say, before you do that, let us know,
right.
what it's going to be, if it's too far over the top, or maybe not the direction they want to do. But for the most part, it's ours. You know,
wow.
We can do.
So it's cool to do too. It's fun to do.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Not just a good promotional thing, but it's fun to be involved in.
And it's great taking it around, and folks see it and they see the quality of the work, and you know, then they put a car on their wish list.
Right.
Man, I'd like to have one of these someday.
Right.
You know. And hopefully everybody that wants one someday, they can get to a position where they can get one.
too, because it's, I mean, this is just one of the greatest hobbies in the world.
It is. It really is. It's a lot of fun.
Like I tell people, no matter how much, I was just telling Jim earlier, I said, no matter how much money you got, I promise you're not having any more fun today than I am.
Oh, you're absolutely right
about
that.
You could be a gazillionaire.
Well, that's the thing. When you go around to these shows, you don't know that guy you're talking to might be the big business owner millionaire, because when he's at a show, he's a car guy.
Joe Average.
He's just like you.
I have a lot of multimillionaire friends, and you would never know that they are who they are.
That's right.
Because when it comes to hot rodding, we're all the same.
That's the common denominator right there.
Well, tell me a few of the, I mean, have you tricked some things out? I see you've got, can you actually open the headers up and run them open?
Yeah, you can take the end caps off and run them open. I'm sure that would be extremely noisy. We haven't done that yet. But You could if you wanted to. You go to some of these cruise-ins that they have that the police kind of sometimes let you do things you really wouldn't normally do, and I'm sure there's some of them that they'd let you pop them off and drive it down the street.
And you're in the South, brother. They'll let you do that for the weekend.
Right.
Don't get caught doing that on a Tuesday.
No.
But you can do it. Yeah, you can get away with that.
And then we did a few specialty things that you can't buy. This car has the only one that's been made, and one of them is that front spreader bar, the chrome bar.
Oh, that is beautiful.
We made that custom out of aero tubing. It's shaped like an airplane wing. Then we had to custom make the lenses even. So that, the nice thing is that is the only one like it. The downside is if it's ever in some sort of accident gets damaged, it's the only one like it. And then we did the same thing. Warren Henley, one of the mechanical techs in the shop, he did the exhaust system the same way. We wanted something different. Everybody just hangs a big old round pipe on the back of the car. Well, we took two smaller pipes. We calculated the CFM for airflow to be sure we didn't restrict the motor, and we did like an over and under shotgun.
Oh, wow.
So the rear exhaust tips are special made just on this car. Front spreader bar is made just for this car.
What motor are you running in it?
It's a GM Performance Parts engine. It's a 350 cube, 290 horsepower. That was donated by GM, so anybody building one, kind of give those guys a call.
And it's running a carburetor?
It's running a carburetor. We wanted to keep it period. What the concept of the car was, how would a late 50s or early 60s hot rod teenage guy, what would he have done?
Right.
And they didn't have fuel injection back then. But they didn't have air conditioning back then either.
Right,
but we wanted to keep some creature comforts too. So, we did.
Sometimes it's okay to get outside the box.
Sometimes you got to go there.
Yeah.
So we did put the air in it, and it's got a Phoenix transmission in it, Winter's rear end housing and axles.
Can you open that door for me?
Absolutely.
Who did your interior work?
Freddie King out of Roanoke, Virginia, King's Upholstery.
So he did a nice job.
He does everything custom. This is not a purchased interior, which is the way we first thought about going, to get one of the companies that does an interior to donate one.
Right.
But Freddie does a lot of our work for Page Customs.
Right.
And I said, well, let me see if he wants to do it. So I asked him, and he said, sure, I'd love to do it for you. So we were able to switch off from a vendor supplied, ready to bolt in, to a complete custom interior.
And it's an automatic car.
It's an automatic, yeah. They did want to keep it to an automatic because they don't know who's going to win it.
That's it.
The guy who wins it may not be really up on driving a stick. So
well, and as a friend once told me, nobody ever complains or says, I wish I would have bought a stick shift if they have an automatic.
That's right.
So yeah, no, stick shifts are cool, but they can be a pain, and especially for cars like this because you're cruising them.
That's right.
And it's a lot of traffic.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's one of those things you dream about, but I promise you, once you had it, you would want the automatic.
Yeah. Now we did do another little neat feature, the little dot that you see right here.
Right.
That's the top of the radio antenna.
Is it power?
It's power. Wow. So when you turn the radio on, that'll come up, but you don't want to see that obtrusive antenna there.
No. We don't need it in our shot right now, do we?
So it just goes right down in there.
And who did that beautiful pinstriping work?
We had a local guy up near the shop. He does a lot of freelance work. Came by the shop last week, and we talked to him about doing a few things on it, and he said, yeah, I got some ideas. So we kind of pretty much just turned him loose on it. Do what you think. And he did go a little bit overboard. So, we called him back, and, he could see our side of it. So he made a few little changes on it and got that all squared away.
And this is that exhaust you were telling me about up front?
Yeah, that's the exhaust setup.
Nice.
Basically just cut the pipes, cut a little bit off of them, put them together with the plate in the center, weld it all back up. Advanced Plating did the chrome work for us. They donated all the stuff that was not vendor supplied, already chromed.
Right.
We just sent the parts to them. They chromed everything, got stuff back quick, did a great job. I mean, a fantastic job of chroming. So got those all chromed, nice looking.
Do we got four-wheel disc all the way around, or using drums?
No, we're using drum on the rear. We're using disc on the front. However, we're using the old look backing plate. It appears to be a drum. Right. But it's got
That's
a disc.
the coolest way to go. Yeah.
Got to keep it looking period for what it was.
And who decided to paint the hinges black?
We toiled with that. Actually, that's the second treatment that they've had on them. The first one we did, we wanted to do what was called a black oxide coating. Right. Which is just like an acid wash type thing that allows the metal to get a light surface rust on it, and then the surface rust actually protects the metal. Right. We did that to them first, and we put them on there, and the more it was in the shop, and we looked at it, and we thought, that's just isn't going to get it. Yeah. So then we decided to paint it. This is a color that's called Hot Rod Black. Body color, in reality, had we painted them body color, over time, as they open and close, open and close, open and close, you're going to see that wear mark on that bright orange paint.
Right.
You're not going to see it on the black.
Right. No, I like it. I like how I mean, it accents just nice. And I have to agree, I didn't see it with the rust treatment on it, but as shiny as pretty as this car is, there's no way I think anything rusty on it would look cool.
No,
I just don't think it would look cool.
Yeah, we use the hot rod blacks on the dashboard.
Open that door for me, if you don't mind. I mean, that dashboard is beautiful. I want to get a good shot of that. Man, that is just, man, what a nice job y'all did. Folks, I only bring you the best of the best, you know, and this is one of the best. And the thing about it is that if it wasn't for NSRA giving it away, you can bet that whoever gets this car, they're not going to sell it or give it away. The whole headliner's leather, everything's leather in there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Well, even if they don't win it, if anybody wants one, we can build another one.
You think so?
Absolutely.
You think you can make another one just like
Absolutely. The key to somebody wanting one, though, is they can build it the way they want it.
Right.
You know,
right.
maybe they don't want this color. Maybe they don't want black interior.
No, why would somebody not want this color, Rusty? You think there's somebody out there that doesn't like
last year when
orange?
we first started talking about it, I was talking with the NSRA guys, we were thinking about the color, and we were actually setting up on the hill,
right
over there at the Jacobs building,
right.
And we were looking down, and the initial color was going to be yellow. Remember the American Graffiti?
Yeah.
The yellow coupe the guy had? And as we were looking out over there, we thought, man, there's a lot of yellow cars out here. And we said, okay, well, maybe we won't do yellow. What's another color that really pops good? And we said, orange.
Orange.
So we did orange.
I love it.
Shot a few test panels with different colors, didn't like any of them. And this is not a true color per se. The PPG supplied all the paint materials. But this is actually the tint that they use to make colors with.
Oh.
So there's no name for this. It's just a part number for the tint.
I got you.
And you just put that with a binder, which is what makes it harden and adhere, and spray it on there. So if
well, how many coats does it take to get it that color then?
Actually, it's only got 3 color coats on it. We put 4, I think it was 4 initial clear coats over top of it, because to go back and wet sand it, you're always going to cut at least 1 full, maybe another half coat off to get it nice and flat. So it's got the primer, then it's got the sealer, then it's got the 3 color coats and 3 or 4 of the clear coats, and then the wet sand down, and then polish back up from there.
Now does it like a candy? When you say tint to me, I think of like a candy color.
No, this is not a candy color.
No. So the color that you used as your primer or whatever, that really didn't make that big of a difference.
That always makes a little bit, not the primer so much as the sealer, because you'll stack your primer, then you'll put a coat of sealer. Sealers are available in various colors and tones.
Okay.
And that can determine whether that paint is going to absorb the light when it hits it, or go through the paint, bounce back, and brighten it up, and that's kind of what it does here.
What color sealer did you use under this one, you remember?
I think he used I think Bobby used white. I think he used a white sealer on this one. I'd have to check with him.
So really, truthfully, this car is orange and white.
Yeah, really.
Huh? Yeah,
really.
from
if you sand far enough down, it will turn white. Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, we are in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we love orange and white here. So, yeah, I had to bring that up.
There you go.
Well, brother, I appreciate you taking the time to tell me about it.
And talking to us.
If you don't mind, I'm going to stand back and take a walk around, because I haven't got a really good shot of this car.
Absolutely.
And it's just awesome, beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Folks, look at this thing. And the dog dish hubcaps and the way that they did the cream color. Man, what a cool car, huh? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy me a $500 old car, and I'm going to enter it in the NSRA Nationals in Louisville, so I have a chance to win this car. Wow, that is just so cool. The suicide doors, you got to love that. Beautiful work all the way around. I just want to take my time walking around this, because I want to get I want to make sure y'all can see it. People complain and tell me I talk too much. I'm sorry, I get excited. This kind of stuff is what winds my crank, as they say. What a cool car, just beautiful. Well, folks, there you go. from the Street Rod National South 2012, Knoxville, Tennessee. That's the NSRA 2012 giveaway car. Make sure if you get a chance and they come close to you or a place that you're going to be, get out and see this NSRA show, wherever it may be. They've got several shows throughout the country, throughout the year, and I guarantee you, if you're disappointed, you let me know. I'll take the heat for that, because if you like hot rods, you like cool cars, you're going to see them here. So anyways, I hope you all have enjoyed it. I sure enjoyed bringing it to you. Looking forward to a great weekend down here, and shooting a lot of cars and having a lot of cool things to bring you over the next few weeks. So there you go. Hope you all have enjoyed it. Have a good day. See ya.